In last part, we have studied Kepler's laws of planetary motion and one problem on it. Now, let us start our next heading of the chapter gravitation in second part, that is Newton's universal law of gravitation. This is also very important question for 10th board exam. So what is the statement of Newton's universal law of gravitation? The statement is every object in the universe attracts every other object with a definite force. This force is directly proportional to product of masses of two objects and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. So this is a Newton's universal law of gravitation. It is mathematically, symbolically, simply written like this. This gravitational force is directly proportional to m1 m2 by d square. So same is written in the word. So m1 is the mass of first object, m2 is the mass of second object. So according to Newton's universal law of gravitation, these two masses attract each other. It means m2 attracts m1 and m1 attracts m2, which are separated by a distance d. So we will once again read the statement. Every object in the universe attract every other object with a definite force. So every object attract every other object by a definite force, means for that force there is a certain value which we can calculate. This force is directly proportional to product of masses. This force is directly proportional to product of masses. It means if mass increases, force also increases. And inversely proportional to square of distance between them. It means as this force is inversely proportional to square of distance between them, it means if the distance increases, force decreases, and if distance decreases, force increases. So same statement can be written mathematically as F is directly proportional to m1 m2 by d square. To write this equation from proportionality into equality, we have to take some constant. Here constant is taken as g, and this g is called as universal gravitational constant. This constant have a value 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So this is one very important question for the 10th board exam, that is Newton's universal law of gravitation. Student, you must learn this statement, this diagram, these equations, and this g is known as universal gravitational constant. Now let us see the numerical problems on this part. So this is one problem based on Newton's universal law of gravitation. Mahendra and Virat are sitting at a distance of 1 meter from each other. So distance between Mahendra and Virat is 1 meter. So Mahendra and Virat actually are the two boys, but here as per our Newton's universal law of gravitation, we have to consider these two boys as two objects. In between them the distance is 1 meter. Their masses are 75 kg and 80 kg respectively. Means mass of Mahendra is 75 kg and mass of Virat is 80 kg. What is the gravitational force between them? We have to find the gravitational force between them. So here distance is 1 meter. This we can understand from the first sentence. After the full stop, the second sentence begin. In the second sentence, 75 kg and 80 kg masses are given. So first mass is 75 kg, that belongs to mass of Mahendra, and second mass is 80 kg, that is the mass of Virat. Here to calculate the gravitational force, in that equation there is one constant term, that is g, and g equal to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So what is the formula to find that gravitational force? That force formula is F equal to g m1 m2 by r square according to Newton's universal law of gravitation. Now substituting the values, Here G is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. This is constant value. So that you have to remember and take in every calculation of gravitational force. First mass is 75. Second mass is 80. First mass is mass of Mahendra. Second mass is mass of Virat. And distance R between them is 1. So 1 square. So solving this, if we take the product of this 6.67 into 75 into 80, we will get 4002 into 10 raised to minus 11 upon 1 square is 1. Here F equal to, shifting the decimal between 4 and 0, here you will get 10 to the power plus 3, that plus 3 and minus 11 remain 10 raised to minus 7 by laws of indices. So the force between that Mahendra and Virat will be 4.002 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton. This is the gravitational force between Mahendra and Virat. Let us see the next question based on the same concept or same problem. In example 1, assuming that the bench on which Mahendra is sitting is frictionless, if that surface on which that Mahendra and Virat sat is frictionless, starting with 0 velocity, means initial velocity 0, what will be the Mahendra's velocity of motion toward Virat after 1 second? So we have studied by Newton's universal law of gravitation, there is a force of attraction between Mahendra and Virat. Now here question arises, what will be the velocity of Virat after 1 second once they start attracting to each other? Will this velocity change with time and how? So here in this question we have to calculate the velocity. We have studied in this chapter up till the force. So how from the force the velocity is calculated? See here, from the force by dividing the mass we may get the acceleration, and from the acceleration we may calculate the velocity by using Newton's equation of motion, whatever you have studied in class 9th in the first chapter. So here the force between Mahendra and Virat, that is constant, that is independent of the two masses. It is same for the both object. Means with this force, first attract the second and second attract the first, means this force is acting on the Mahendra by the Virat, or this force is acting on the Virat by the Mahendra. The force on Mahendra is whatever we have calculated in the earlier problem, that is 4.002 into 10 raised to minus 7 Newton. Here mass of Mahendra is given, or that is known to you, that is 75 kg. Here what we have to find in this problem? Velocity. And further we have to conclude either this velocity changes or not. So based on this force and mass, readily we will get the acceleration. As we know, F equal to mass into acceleration, that is force equal to mass into acceleration. Hence acceleration equal to force by mass. Force is 4.002 into 10 raised to minus 7, that is the force of attraction between Mahendra and Virat, divided by mass of Mahendra. When we divide by mass of Mahendra, we will get the acceleration of Mahendra, and solving this term we get the acceleration as 5.34 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter per second square. This is very small value of acceleration. Now from this acceleration we have to calculate the velocity. So using Newton's first equation of motion, what is the Mahendra's velocity after 1 second? So V equal to U plus AT. This is the Newton's first equation of motion. Here starting from the rest means U equal to 0. So substituting U equal to 0, acceleration is 5.34 into 10 raised to minus 9 and the time is 1 second. Solving this we will get the velocity of Mahendra after 1 second, that is 5.34 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter per second. So this is the velocity of Mahendra after 1 second. See the next part of the same question. So what will be the effect of the velocity if with this acceleration. So in this example, as due to this gravitational force, distance between Mahendra and Virat continuously goes on decreasing. As the distance decreases, so force increases. As force increases, acceleration increases. As acceleration increases, velocity also increases. So here velocity is continuously increasing as the Mahendra start moving toward the Virat. Now see the next question based on this Newton's universal law of gravitation. Calculate the gravitational force due to Earth on Mahendra in example 1. So we have to now calculate the gravitational force due to Earth on the Mahendra. Means this is a force of attraction between Mahendra and Earth. So this is force of attraction between Mahendra and Earth, means here we have to take one mass as mass of Mahendra and second mass is mass of Earth. Now compared to problem number 1, here in place of Virat's mass, here we have to take the mass of the Earth, which is very large. Hence the calculation may be very large, means the force value will be large. So here we must know some constant value about the Earth, that is the mass of the Earth is, let mass of the Earth is a first mass, it is equal to 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg, and radius of Earth capital R equal to 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter. Remember student, the mass of the Earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg and radius of the Earth is generally denoted by capital notation, capital R. It is 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter. These two values are also constant that you have to remember and use wherever required. Now Mahendra's mass is 75 kg. G equal to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. We have to calculate the F. So using the gravitational force formula, that is F equal to G m1 m2 by r square, to calculate the force between Mahendra and Earth. Now substituting the value, F equal to G value 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. First mass is the mass of the Earth, that is 6 into 10 raised to 24. Another mass is the mass of Mahendra, that is 75 kg. And the approximate distance between center to center between Mahendra and Earth is 6.4 into 10 raised to 6. So this distance square, so distance between them is the radius of the Earth, that is 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 whole square. So square of this 6.4 is multiplication of 6.4 into 6.4, it will give you 40.96. 10 raised to 6 square will be solved by the laws of indices, a raised to m whole raised to n, that is a raised to m into n. So multiplying these powers, we get 10 to the power 6 into 2, 12. Solving this term, so we get by laws of indices 10 raised to 13 divided by 10 raised to 12, that is 10, 13 minus 12, because whenever this 10 to the 12 shift to the numerator, it becomes 10 to the power minus 12. So 13 minus 12, that is 10 raised to 1. So calculation of this become 3015, that is 3015 divided by 40.96. This will give you 733 Newton. So the force between Mahendra and Earth is 733 Newton. This force is very large, that is 1.83 into 10 raised to 9 Newton times larger than whatever we have calculated in the first problem, that is the force between Mahendra and Virat. So how it can be calculated? Just by taking the ratio of 733 divided by earlier your force value in the problem number 1. The ratio of this will be 1.83 into 10 raised to 9 Newton. So this force is quite large.